What's up, everybody? Farrell's here in the Kansas City Chiefs playbook, and we've got the Singleback Bunch X Nasty Scheme today. This is an empty set in Singleback, which is pretty rare. It's got some really cool new auto motions, and we want to just go over it to give you a couple plays to have success. Now, before you call one of these three new plays, you're going to press L2, and you're going to install the Motion Fake Flat Trail as your first quick audible, the Counter Y as your second, or the Halfback Dive, Motion Flat Y Under as your third play, and then Verticals as your fourth play. This little mixture of these five plays, the three passes and the two runs, you're going to have success. Now, we're going to come out in the play Leak as opposed to the Under, because we already have the Under as a quick audible, but we're going to come out in the play Flat Leak. And now, if you've watched the Chiefs, you've probably seen this a million times. All the traffic at the goal line flows to the right. All of a sudden, Travis Kelce is the only guy standing on the left side of the field, and he's wide open for a touchdown. Now, you see this little quick motion to Pacheco. Look how fast he's moving at the snap of the ball. I mean, this is the motion that took over the NFL last season. But boom, use that to your advantage. You can target Kelce. I don't really love throwing short underneath, and I don't. If they're playing zone, they're not just going to forget about Kelce now. Against zone, he's, with all the traffic flow, should be able to get a quick, he was wide open there, should be able to get it out to him. But you could also simply put Kelce on a deep cross if you wanted to, just to get more yards. But even here, they're going cover zero, you should be able to, that's just too much traffic, too much movement before the snap for them to kind of react to Pacheco. So that would be the one modification I would make. So that's the leak play. But the play I like most is the flat trail play. And, it's the same auto motion for Pacheco, but now instead of running to the flat, he's cutting back over the middle, right? So you got Kelce on a drag, just like the concept we've gone over a lot on this channel. You've got a drag coming across, and then all of a sudden you've got the trail route coming in behind it. So that's something that you can go with and have success with. Here you see X gets wide open against man, a little drag, and you're able to get up the field and get the score. So let's go into this play so you can see it, the art on the field here with the fake flat trail. Because these other two routes are much, much deeper. I think this would be the best overall play if you want to consistently run it. So, Farrells, can you just not run the auto motion? Yes, you can. You can simply hot route Pacheco. I like wheels. Those get you to a unique spot. I like streaks. You could streak Kelce, streak Pacheco. You could, put Kelce on a drag, Pacheco on a streak. There's lots of stuff you can do, to use this play to your advantage. So this would be the one pass I would call more on passing down, just because the routes go a little bit further down the field. Now, the under is similar. Kelce's actually going to stay behind the lineman on this one when he leaks to the left. Pacheco's going to go out to the right flat. Now, the problem with Kelce, what's good is the zones aren't going to drift down too far, and you should be able to complete that pass consistently, but he could bump into people, and you're not really using a similar motion off of a play action play where he does that, so your mileage may vary on the flat under play, but you do have little quick slant out routes to circle. Those routes stock on a play. A lot of people have been making those using custom stems and bringing guys down, but on two of these plays, the under and the leak, those are stock quick out routes where you're going to flow with this play over to that side anyway, and he's going to get out there fast, and Worthy's a fast player. So really cool little mini scheme. Now, just to make this more of a full-on mini scheme, something that you can use pretty consistently, I do recommend the counter as your run, but I think the halfback dive is the best run in this formation. One, the Chiefs have a really good interior line, and the counter can be a little slower, but you can get a ton of yards. That's the shoot you need to get through if you're running the counter. That's exactly how you got to do it. Don't break it out too early. Don't hold turbo. Get in behind there and get some yards. Obviously, if you're running the ball, the halfback goes back into the backfield. But the halfback dive would be the other run I'd either come out in or run most consistently. I tried the toss crack. I didn't have a ton of luck with it. I tried a halfback slash, which sometimes can be a quick handoff, but the dive is the quickest handoff. It's the most consistent in my opinion. And all the other runs have like some motions, and you're not really building play action off of them. So I think you should stick with the dive, the easiest run to run. And if you don't know how to run the dive, call me. But also use the counter when you can, and get right through that gap and then break it out there. So those are your options for runs. Last but not least, just as like one other play, if you're going to be running the ball, you would want like a look that matches it when you're not going to run the ball. And verticals, is a concept we've used for years in shotgun sets, and it's you're going to have a lot of success with verticals. So if you come out in that, there's a lot you can do here. You can streak, players to get them out of the way. You can drag Brown to have a short outlet underneath. Pacheco, he's, your oyster with whatever you want to do with him. But yeah, look downfield out of this play. I had R1 wide open for a touchdown, but the Cowboys defense does not want me to continue to score here. But this verticals play, a lot of people like motion players out. There's just a whole lot you can do with verticals and feel pretty confident. So, one more play to add to your arsenal to match the two different looks you're going to do on this play. Sometimes you're going to do the auto motion. Sometimes you're going to do the player in the backfield, and you'll either run this or you'll run the ball. And it just gives you, a little bit more confidence that you're going to be scoring touchdowns with a fun little mini scheme. The rest of the Chiefs playbook is loaded. We'll go over that another time. But I wanted to make sure you at least had this to know to go check this out. And when we find unique stuff, we find fun stuff, and we want to explore it. That's what the game's all about. So, you can always go I-form close. They've got a stretch in here. They've got a strong jumbo with a fullback dive, little power run inside formation. And then, of course, you've got the gun bunch. I believe it's X Nasty. Bam. And this just has drive halfback under. It's got flanker drive. It's got it has mesh spot. It's also got X cross. I mean, just tons of routes, tons of things you can do. If you can make reads, I can't personally make reads, so I can't call flanker drive, but a lot of players can. So I would start with under center, see what you can have for luck there, and then you can always bump this in. But wanted to get this quick mini scheme out to you. Hopefully it works for you. Let me know in the comments what you're into, what other playbooks you want to see broken down, and we'll move from there. Until next time, this is ZFarls saying peace out.